the Vilna Gaon says, with regards to the parable that we read about the snake, how it enticed the first people, if you could say, Chava and Adam, to sin, the Vilna Gaon tells us that right away the Torah tells us how yetzer hara works. He generally divides all kinds of enticement of our evil inclination, what's called yetzer hara. That's what the snake represents. He divided into two kinds. He says that sometimes the yetzer hara tells us that the mitzvah of Hashem is too hard to keep. It's very difficult. We really want to try something that's forbidden. It's just too hard. When the snake said, "Did Hashem forbid you to eat all the fruits of all the trees?" Right? It sounds like it's impossible. You have to eat something. Can't not eat any fruits of the trees. So in this Chava answered correctly that no, it's only one tree, one specific tree from which we cannot partake the fruits. So then the second type of taina, the second type of enticement that the snake does, is it tries to re-explain the mitzvah of Hashem. If it cannot get a person to do something that he knows is sinful, but he really wants to try it, then it tries to tell you, well, really, you think it's a sin what you were told. No, it's really not like the way you think. There are all kinds of explanations exactly what the snake was saying, but one possibility is that maybe it was saying that Hashem really wants you to try it. This way you will be creating your own kind of evil, meaning it's not enough to just know that there's evil potential in existence and stay away from it. The real purpose is that you have to create that evil first. You have to know firsthand what it means to do something wrong. If you don't listen to Hashem, that's exactly what Hashem wants you to do. This way you're gonna really succeed. This way your eyes will open and you will understand the difference between good and bad. You have to try that. Now, of course, this could be all a moshel, what they call a parable. It could be all a hint to something else. We don't know whether we should take literally the idea of literally eating a fruit or something, right? Maybe a drug of some sort, a narcotic, right? There's no tradition, by the way, that this was an apple. The non-Jews usually draw an apple. The Christians usually draw an apple. The original sin was eating an apple. But there's absolutely no Jewish tradition that mentions an apple. Although different fruits are mentioned in various opinions in the Talmud, but they also don't necessarily mean literally that this had to do with eating. It may be a euphemism for something, but whatever this sin was, again, the whole story of Gan Eden can be taken literally or not literally. But whatever the story tells us, it's not so important, at least for the Jewish reader, it's usually not so important to figure out what is to be taken literally and what not. Many of the Rishonim, including Rambam and Ralbag and others, took all kinds of stories in the Torah not literally. Of course, all of us take, for instance, not literally the idea that Hashem is working in Gan Eden, or the hand of Hashem. All of this we say is anthropomorphisms, right? It's not really that Hashem has hands or that he walks. It's all using human language. The Torah is using human language. So just like that is a mashal, that is a kind of parable. So too, maybe the whole Gan Eden story can be viewed as a parable. This is not important right now. To me, for instance, I don't think it's so important what the story of Gan Eden physically worked or where exactly these rivers were or whatever. What is important is what message is trying to tell us. And the message is, according to the Vilna Gaon, that the Torah revealed in the very beginning what kind of yetzer hara, what kind of bad, evil inclination that's trying to entice us not to serve Hashem. What kinds exist? This is similar to what is written in the prophet Yeshayahu, that let those who are imprisoned go out and those who are in darkness be redeemed. So the explanation usually given is that some people are imprisoned by their desires. It's just very hard for them. They know it's wrong to do something, but it's just very hard to stop. There are all kinds of really difficult mitzvot. Sometimes it's very difficult for a person to avoid certain avirot, certain sins. And the second group is the people who actually are in the darkness, meaning they don't understand between right and left. They, just like in the darkness, you could mistake a person for just a pole, or a pole for a person, right? Maybe it's something made out of stone and you think it's made out of gold because it's darkness. So when a person is in the darkness, he may make a mistake like that. So that's the basic idea. There are two kinds of yetzer hara. One that persuades us to just try something because it's really, really something that's desirable and we want it and we find it very hard to resist. And the other kind is when it tries to re-explain things and tell us that the good is bad and the bad is good, and to reverse everything in our eyes. And may Hashem help us when we deal with both types of yetzer hara.